Hi, it's Matt with the Linda Maguire Team, back for our monthly market update. In this video, we're going to be looking at the September real estate numbers for Burlington, but more importantly, we're going to be breaking down why we are in such a strong seller's market, why we're seeing all this competition, all these rising prices, all these multiple offers, and buyer fatigue. So let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to look at today is average price. So the average price of a home in Burlington in September of this year was just shy of $1,065,000, and that's up 18% from last September. This is pretty consistent with what we've been seeing, right around that 20% growth year over year. So a lot of people have been asking, why are we seeing growth levels that are so high? Why are we seeing multiple offers on every property out there? And the answer is lack of inventory. We just simply do not have enough homes out there for the level of demand that we have. And we're gonna break this down bit by bit and get a little deeper into the lack of inventory that we're experiencing in the market. So in September of this year, we had 311 new homes hit the market, and that was down 40% from last September. And just to make sense of this, that means we have 40% less listings this year than we did last year. So almost half the homes to choose from this year than we did last year, which is a huge decrease in inventory. And we were already at pretty low levels last September. Just to drill down a little bit more on this, again, 311 new homes hitting the market in September. That is a historically low number for well over the past 10 years. The other thing we're seeing is a very low level of homes carried over the last few months. So even in July and August, again, we had less than 300 homes hit the market in each of those months, and those were also historically low months when it comes to inventory, well over the last 10 years. So in the last 3 months, we've had extremely low levels of new homes hitting the market, and that unfortunately is not helping our issue of not having enough inventory out there for the level of demand that we are seeing. So regardless of what industry, what products or services you're selling, basic economic rules, if you have very low levels of supply and continually decreasing levels of supply with continued, high levels of demand, prices will increase no matter what industry you are in. And that is the basis of why we are seeing all of this competition on homes, because there's not enough homes out there, and these increasing prices, because it is very competitive on the homes that are available on the market. So flipping gears and looking at the demand side of things, sales activity was down just under 30% from last September to this September. I think a lot of that is attributed to the fact that there's not enough homes to choose from. I don't think the demand has actually decreased 30%. I think sales are down because there's simply not enough homes to be selling out there right now. Like I said at the start of the video, we are still in a very strong seller's market, as evident by all these numbers, and just looking at a few more. So months of inventory is a key indicator of whether we're in a seller's market or a buyer's market. And right now it's at 0.5 months of inventory. And for those of you that don't know, anything between 1 and 3 is a seller's market. Anything over about 5 and 6 is a buyer's market. So we are less than 1. We are in one of the strongest seller's market we've seen in a long time. And another variable we're seeing is the days on market has decreased quite a bit. So last year, average days on market was right around 19-20 days. This year, hovering around 12 days. So a significant drop in how fast homes are selling, as well as how many homes out there, and then large increases in what homes are selling for. It is one thing to understand what's happening in the market, but the other is what's going to change the market. And unfortunately, when you're in a strong seller's market like this, it's not going to change overnight. It's going to take time. How long, we don't know. But here's a few things that would affect this strong seller's market. The first would be decreased demand. So one of the things that could drive this would be increased interest rates. If interest rates start to hike, buyer power will go away a little bit. There will be a little bit less demand out there from the buyer side. Another thing could be, which is the most obvious, is an increase in inventory. So if we had an influx of homes hitting the market in the next 3, 4, 7, 8 months, then yes, the market would start to level out a little bit. We would see less offers on these individual homes and just a more sustainable growth, because I think at 18-20% year over year price growth, it's not sustainable. And we all kind of know that, but we don't know exactly where it's going to go from here. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we will get back to you and follow up next month for another monthly market update. See ya.